Hi, this is a video to demonstrate how to upgrade the firmware on your x70 SCADAPack controller. So we are in Remote Connect. I'm going to go ahead and create a project. Just to get connected to the SCADAPack, you can enable the options that you need. Hit next, connected via USB in this case. Hit next, finish. Remote Connect will quickly start a new project. And then we'll have to go online with the controller to be able to update the firmware. Now there's updating the firmware as well as updating the bootloader. Generally shouldn't really matter what order you do that in. However, it would probably be best to update the firmware first, just in case. So that's what we'll do first, is we'll update the firmware and then we'll update the bootloader. When you download Remote Connect, it will have the latest versions of the firmware and bootloader installed as well. Okay, so we have the 474 up. So we're going to go ahead and go online with the controller. Pro tip, so you have two options here for going online. You want to select the controller settings to go online because it'll take both online. If you just do the PC communication settings, you'll have to then also go online with controller settings. So just to get both done in one step, you'll go online on the controller settings. Going online, we're connected. Okay. So we'll hit refresh here and it'll list the firmware of the controller. But assuming that your SCADAPack was not on the most recent version, which mine currently is, you go to controller settings, you go to additional functions when you're online with the controller, and then you'll do update device firmware or bootloader. In previous versions of Remote Connect, I had them as two separate options. In the newer versions, they now have it as the one option. So we'll select that, and then it'll give us the options here. So as I mentioned before, you'll want to do the firmware first. So you hit next, and then it'll know which folder it keeps that in, right? So if you go browse here, it'll have the different firmwares available, and then you just choose the most recent one, which it'll choose for you. But you could open up that folder and see, based on the modified date, to go with the latest firmware. And then same with the bootloader, additional functions. And then you just choose bootloader firmware, hit next. Again, it'll browse that for you and choose the most recent one. And then you just hit next. And that's how you update your firmware and bootloader. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Sage. Happy to help.